From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual, true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
This is garbage.
They are together at a taco joint. They've been together for...
Took my virginity.
Away from me.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Welcome back to another train wreck that comprises tonight's episode of Cheaters. Our first case showcases Nate Hunt, a general contractor who has deep concerns about his girlfriend's recent behavior. Nate comes to the studio for help in securing answers.
Me and Winter, we've been together for about 6 months. I met her about a year ago online. When me and Winter first got together, you know, it wasn't a big deal for me to pay for a bill here and there. You know, make sure I just like to see the smile on her face. You know, giving that smile just makes me feel great. You know, we went to the finest restaurants. We went to the clubs. We were at the best concerts. But then, you know, I stopped paying as much. She might ask for something and I might say no. I didn't used to say no. And then I noticed there was started to be a problem when I said no. Whereas she used to be over every day, every other day, now it's maybe every 4 days, maybe even less. So I'm thinking, you know, something's not quite right here. You know, for something that was constant, now to be dropping off like this, it just makes me wonder about what exactly is going on. It just seems like something else is occupying Winter's time.
Winter Danielson, age 36, an unemployed woman suspected of abusing her boyfriend's goodwill. Informed by Nate on the particulars of the case, Cheaters stakes out the residence of the suspect. Sometime later, an unknown vehicle approaches the building. The suspect, Winter Danielson, races out to the car. Cheaters investigators follow the small car until the occupants arrive at a pizza parlor. The suspect and her dinner date enter the joint.
Me and Winter used to have sex every other day. And now that's, you know, she says no. I mean, you know, people can say no, but it just seemed weird when it was a constant thing. And when we do have sex, which is very rare, it's just not explosive. It's not as good as it used to be. It's almost like she's thinking about something else. When I talk to Winter about these issues that we've been having recently, she kind of blows them off. She also apologizes. She kind of gives in a little bit of substance by apologizing. But then she says something like, "I'll make it up to you later," and the makeup never comes. It's almost like I'm just not that important to her anymore.
The suspect and her unknown pizza partner snag a table outside in order to eat. Sitting side by side, the frisky couple enjoys their repast. With their meal finished, the younger couple races back to the unknown man's vehicle. A Cheaters team follows the two back to the suspect's residence. Suspect Danielson and her banquet buddy pause momentarily for a bit of frolic. Danielson and the unknown male disappear inside. After an extended amount of time, agents spy the unknown man as he leaves for the night.
I've never given myself like this in the past to anybody else, and I'm giving myself to her. But I love her. I don't want this to be it. I want my future to be with her. It's almost like she stabbed me in the heart, like she's just gouging me. Well, I hope I'm wrong. I mean, I'm not going to make that conclusion yet until I know for sure.
The stakeout of the suspect's residence continues. After some time, the unknown man from previous surveillance, now identified as Cam Franklin, arrives. Danielson greets her suitor with an intimate hug. The suspect enters Franklin's car, and away they go, followed by a trailing Cheaters operative. The illicit pair drives to a fast food restaurant. Sometime later, Danielson and Franklin exit the eatery. The young gentleman proves his gallantry by holding the door for his sweetheart. Cheaters follows tightly as the pair return to Danielson's home. Franklin escorts the suspect to the gate. The suspect's suitor nods goodnight, climbs into his car, and ends the night surveillance. Spotting a pattern, Cheaters detectives stay on the suspect's residence. Sometime later, Danielson waits outside of the building. Now Franklin arrives. The young man ferries his date across town to a department store. Holding hands, the suspect and her clandestine beau cross the parking lot to the entrance. Sometime later, Danielson and Franklin emerge from the store. As they cross the lot to the vehicle, with wares in hand, the conniving couple share a few laughs. Danielson climbs into her consort's vehicle. Franklin whisks the suspect away. Cheaters agents tail the deceitful duo back to the suspect's abode. Franklin escorts his illicit girlfriend to the entrance. The man follows her like a puppy chasing a bone into the building. Sometime later, with a pep in his step, Franklin leaves the apartment. Cheaters operators collate all evidence for presentation to an anxious Nate. Coming up, the confrontation.
Now that Nate's suspicions have been confirmed, Cheaters calls on the distraught man to line up a briefing to present their information. Apprehensive of the data yet needing the truth, Nate determines to face the facts. Nate, I know you got a lot going on in your head right now, so we'll just kind of get right down to it. Can you tell me a little bit about what's been going on with you and Winter?
Yeah, met her a while back, we dated. Now things were good at first, and now things are kind of changing. I don't see her as much.
You know why we're here,
Yeah.
and we have conducted our investigation. Are you prepared to see what we have come up with, Nate?
I guess so, yeah.
Fair enough. On this day of our investigation, Nate, we're outside of Winter's home. As our detectives observe, this black vehicle pulls up. Winter gets into the passenger side, they leave. They arrive at this pizza joint. Walk inside, he's got his arm around her. They go inside together, grab a couple slices of pizza, and they walk outside to enjoy their meal. That's when we see this gentleman. You recognize him?
Nah, I don't know who he is.
After they finish up the meal, they return to his vehicle, leave the pizza parlor together, and he returns her to her residence. Sometime later, after escorting Winter back into her home, that gentleman gets into his vehicle and he leaves.
Yeah.
Moving forward with our investigation, we are outside of Winter's residence. Sometime later, as she waits, that vehicle with that gentleman pulls up. As our detectives follow the two of them, they arrive at a fast food restaurant. That's when we see Winter out of the vehicle.
That dude.
During this time, they receive a phone call, Nate, which about here is audio from that conversation. You are on the phone with Winter. Tell me if you remember this conversation.
All right.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Just getting ready to step out real quick. How are you?
I'm good. I was just wanting to hang out. Would you like go see a movie or go out to eat, something like that?
Soon. We can definitely get together soon.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very optimistic, does it? When can we do this?
I'll give you a call and let you know.
Yeah, all right. We'll do that. Fine.
Okay. Well, enjoy your day.
So, you remember that?
Yeah, that's her friend, right? That's her. Yeah, that.
You do remember that conversation?
Yeah, it's always her girlfriend, right?
So when you do see this, how does that register?
It pisses me off.
The two of them walk out together, they drive for some distance, and they return to her residence. The two of them walk inside together. He gets into his car, and he leaves Winter's house. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get in the vans, we're get on the road, give our lead detective a call, get a location, and go confront these two. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Hold on one second. I got our detective calling us. Go ahead. They are together at a taco joint? Yep. Go ahead and shoot our driver the address right now. All right, thanks. They're gonna be inside this restaurant, so we're gonna go in. Okay?
Yeah, that dude's a cheap ass.
All right, there's our detective right there. Are you ready? Listen, we're here to get you answers, Nate. This is BS. Okay?
Yes, it is.
All right. Everyone out. Come on.
Did you invite these assholes? Whoa! Hey!
What the f are you doing? What is wrong with you?
I don't know who the f you are, but
No, wait, no. This move my way. Move my way.
Get the f away, okay? You got it.
Winner, for a minute.
No.
Who's this guy? This is. You don't know what this is?
It's my friend. So what?
That's your friend?
What are you doing? What are you doing
So
here?
who's this gentleman right
I've had
here?
it for this long.
Just me for a minute, Winner.
No.
Whoa,
Who are you?
I'm Clark Gable with the show Cheaters. The reason we're here is
Cheaters?
Nate hired us because you obviously have been spending some time with this gentleman.
He's my friend.
Okay. You invite your friends over for dinner?
Coming up, the conclusion.
They are together at a taco joint.
Whoa! Hey! What the f are you doing? He's my friend.
Okay. You invite your friends over for dinner? Can I hear your side of the story, man? I mean, do you know who this is right here, this gentleman?
I don't know who the f this ass is.
Okay, well, that's her boyfriend that she's been with for about a year.
Boyfriend?
Yeah, so she lied to you, man.
What?
They've been together for...
Took my virginity, and then she screws me over.
She took your virginity?
Yes, she did.
Why did you lie to me? You told me you would give me the world. This ran out quick.
You took this man's virginity?
What? Okay.
I think you might have some explaining to do.
Okay.
I mean,
No, leave me alone. No, this is so weird.
I just want to show you one thing really quick. Don't run away. Don't run away.
Why are you following? What is this?
This is what this is. It's the truth. Then you take homeboy's virginity over here.
Wonderful place.
You promised me you were gonna take care of me.
You're just coming off like a gold digger right now.
So does that mean nothing?
Where you going?
How embarrassing! Stop.
Tell me exactly what this girl said to you. What's your name, by the way?
My name's Cam.
Cam.
I'm not gonna put up with
Cam.
this crap.
And you shouldn't, man. This girl took your virginity and has been lying to you.
Your money ran short, just like your.
Oh, okay. You're just a taker, man.
No, I'm not. I gave you all my time.
Yeah. We're just getting personal.
Yo, get the out of my face, please. Get the out of my face. No,
What are you
stop.
gonna do with that, little boy? Seriously?
I'm gonna
Pulling out a sword. Pulling out a sword. Pulling out a
What are you?
sword.
Come on.
Security, get the sword.
Stay away. Get the away from me. I'm not kidding.
And a taser. Security.
Hey!
Come on, let's go. Go.
Get the away from me! Stop! Guys, come on. Back the up. Get out of my. You're invading my privacy.
Quit it with the taser. Knock it with the taser.
Ah!
Grab it. Done.
You didn't know she had a taser.
You need to find out what you wanted. This ultimately up to you.
He already knew what it was from the beginning.
And what was it?
He promised to take care of me. He stopped.
Yeah.
I think that's what.
We slept together one time.
Yeah, his first time, obviously.
Well, I didn't know that. He didn't tell me. Why didn't you tell me?
Why do I have to tell you everything?
This is crazy. If you don't believe somebody that much, you should just walk away. That's retarded. That's not smart.
How exactly did you two meet? The two of you?
A website?
We met online.
A website. Dating website.
Yeah.
Okay.
The internet thing's just like an MO thing for you. It's like that's what you do, right?
I've never had to do it before.
Yeah. I hate you. I hate the site.
You told me you
That
love
little
me.
guy's heart.
I didn't break his heart.
But I want to hear your side of the story because it seems like you have one to tell. So can you tell me your
I
side?
spent thousands on her. I kept her happy.
I'll be honest with you, man. He spent over $10,000 on her.
I started getting feelings for you. What I wanted was you to be with me.
But you
know,
can't
this,
afford
you-
And he spends 10,000.
He spent over 10 grand on her in less than 6 months.
saying she's a gold digger?
I don't even really know what to say to you anymore. You
didn't know what to say in the beginning. That's why you have them here, because you didn't know what to say. You want to hire this Gable dude or some bullshit.
All right.
I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for all these cameras. I didn't ask for this guy. What's your name? Nate?
Yeah.
That's a pussy name. Get the out of my face. Get the out of my face.
Oh, my taser is gone. This is
Yeah, you want to do that? Whoa, wow, hey! No, you don't separate a fight. You don't separate a fight.
There's nothing to talk about. What are y'all doing?
This is ultimately up to you, man. You feel like you've gotten all your answers?
Yeah.
Doing that.
Nate, stop.
All right.
Let's go.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Really?
Let's go.
You know with her?
Let's go.
No.
Let's go. Let's go.
We're gonna go into my car when you apologize.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go.
It's not worth it.
You have to really? Yeah. Away. Got pepper spray here. Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Hop in. All right, let's load up. After the destruction of his relationship, Nate decides on his options. Later, Cheaters reveals what plans he has. But next, Roshada Grier discusses the events that led up to her arrest the evening she caught her man on Cheaters.
After I seen the footage, I felt that he needed to feel my wrath. I had to get my hands on him. At that moment, I didn't care who was watching me. I didn't care who was seeing me. I just needed him to feel how I felt. He needed to feel the same thing that I felt when I seen the footage. Really? So this the kind of things I get? This the kind of things I get? Really? Really? What you got going on? What you doing, man?
Hey, girl. Hey.
Really? This the treatment I get?
Calm down.
For
Calm
real?
down. Calm.
For real? No.
What it looks like.
What you mean it ain't what it look like?
Yeah.
What you mean it ain't what it look like? Well, my emotions got the best of me because I didn't think I would hit him, but I hit him that night and police was around in the area, and obviously I got into some trouble that night. If I was in a situation like that, or if I thought I was in a situation like that while I was with Nick, then I at least thought he would be there for me and support me, and he wasn't. And I had to depend on Cheaters, to be there for me, to support me. And I thought, wow, this guy is not getting no other chance.
We got you under arrest there for assault.
So what you get for bringing all this bull involved?
That's enough. Shut up.
I work here. We've got some more.
Oh, you do?
Yes, we have more cameras and other.
All right, let's take care of this one.
Well, I realized that Nick wasn't the guy for me. As I sat there and I pondered, I shouldn't be in this type of situation, a relationship causing these type of problems, and I have to end up sitting in jail, spending the night. Even if it's just overnight, I shouldn't have to be there. As of right now, I'm dating someone new, and he treats me well. There's no drama. There's no cheating. There's no weirdness going on, but he treats me well, and there's no drama that I have to deal with. There's no jail that I have to go to, and I'm happy. I'm fine where I'm at, actually.
Dropping his now ex-girlfriend, Nate Hunt feels relieved, even though he still hurts. Nate confesses to Cheaters, "Well, at least you won't be taking any more of my hard-earned money." Nate says he is grateful to Cheaters for helping him with his predicament. When questioned by Cheaters' producers, suspect Winter Danielson spoke at length about her role in the affair. Admitting to using Nate for his money, Danielson states that she took a tip from strippers, that all she was after was what he had in his wallet. The suspect states, "Yeah, that's right. I did it for the money. That's what the whole relationship was about. What I could get out of him for what I was giving him." The suspect's companion, Cam Franklin, could only whinge about his situation. I can't believe she would do this to me. I gave her everything, and now it's all gone. Franklin has since stopped all contact with the suspect.
Now remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.